Welcome to another video and a new series called Pilot's Adventures. Now, I do not know if that's going to be the main name, but this is going to be a series where we explore the simulation truth on what it's like to be a pilot. Now, if you guys don't know what a pilot's life, the add-on is, I'm reading it straight from their website. This software simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules with the airline, tracking and scoring your flights with the airline, and rewarding you weekly according to your contract type. And there's so much more to add on to this. Depending on how good your flight scores are, you will have a chance, more chances to progress to higher tier airlines faster, purchase more aircraft licenses, and compete with your friends on the community leaderboard. Doesn't that sound great and intuitive? Now let's run you down with what's happening on today's flight without doing too much talking. We are going to Dallas Fort Worth from Denver in our Star Wars 737-800 in the United airline, and we're cruising at flight level 350. Now, if you guys are ready, let's get it moving. So I basically left this aircraft with just ground power set up, so we're gonna get this plane in a sort of ready state. We have everything else on. I'm just waiting for my IRS to enable so that way we can start loading up our FMC with data. First thing I want to do is load the aircraft with its fuel. Now we're carrying 16,931 pounds of fuel today. That's actually not bad for this long of a flight. And then we are 134 on the zero fuel weight. We can start loading this stuff up as well. So right now we've just begun our boarding process of the flight. Not too much is going on right now. They're just loading up some bags, letting the passengers on the aircraft so that way we can go on and head up out of here. Because I got another flight to catch. But this should be over shortly, and then after we get everyone on board, we should be underway. About y'all, but we are all ready for pushback. Let's get those fuel pumps
Release
on.
parking brakes, please.
Seatbelt signs already on, and yeah, let's
Release
roll her out.
parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
get ready for departure, I just want to let you know, when you're doing a pilot's life, everything you do matters. They calculate G-force, they calculate taxiing speed, everything you do. Even if you forget your landing lights, you get docked for that. So if you are trying to get into a pilot's life, make sure that you're doing everything by the book. Use checklists, because every pilot has to use checklists. No one can remember everything they do. Yeah, just make sure that you're being profound in all this. 9578, taking off runway 8, Denver traffic. Great. Let's wrap her around. Sure everything else is on and ready. Alright, we're lining up. 40%. Start chrono. And Toka. Thought I started the chrono, but door set. Airspeed alive. Cross-checked. Try to stay in alignment here.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear coming up. Our right turn right about now. Gear lever and come to the off position while we watch our climb rate and all that such. Alright, we're reaching 9,000 feet. We're about to get ready to turn off those landing lights because they have to be off before 10,000. We'll turn it on now. Look at jazz. Alright, we're at 10,000. And the next time I see you guys will probably be descending. So, cut to the montage.
descent, please make sure you're stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Thank you.
So we are just on the brink of, we're just on the brink of arriving into Dallas-Fort Worth. We just made it to 6,000. I hope you guys enjoyed those cinematics of cruise and descent. I didn't want to make this video too long because some just don't enjoy watching long videos. So we're about to get into our arrival. We have our ILS information here, which matches the chart. So we're going to go ahead and toggle that approach mode. All of our landing lights and air and all that good jazz, all that stuff is on. We're just now pretty much waiting to arrive into Dallas-Fort Worth. So we'll be back on final approach. Alright, gear down. Flap 10. Alright, we're fully established on the ILS. United 578 Dallas traffic. Landing 36 left, about 5 miles out of Dallas-Fort Worth. Right. Flat 15. Then we'll bring this down to about 150. Well, that's slower than my thing, so just bring it down there. Then we'll arm speed brakes. No. It's a little bit windy though. Turn that autopilot and throttle off. We will stay full create. Hallelujah. Watching that throttle. The wind is kind of kicking me here.
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Continue.
100.
50 over piano keys.
50.
Close enough.
30. 20. 10.
Touch it. There we go. Pressers. Stay center line. And auto reverse. And reverse is stowed. Welcome to Dallas-Fort Worth. This is 10. Turn off the taxi light. And this here is 9. Try to swing it wide so that way I can actually make it. I don't think this one is gonna be right. Yeah, I might have to do a visual park. Here, nope. Gotcha. Alright. Let's make sure that we stop our chrono first. An hour and 56 block. Switch those on. Turn the engines off. TCAS next. Waiting on the alert from Pilot's Life so that way I can turn off my beacon light. There we go. Beacon light off. AP bleed on. Hydraulics and propelle's off. While the deboarding is happening, I do want to show you the score for today's flight. We had a score of 100% and experience of 80. Now I do want to tell you that I think the experience goes higher than 100. The only one I had, the highest one I've had was 100, and those were like on long flights. So I'm not sure on whether it's like that or not, but I'll look into that and see. But like I was saying, this does calculate your score for the entire duration of the flight, like the pitch angle. If you go higher or lower than 20 degrees, then you might get a 0 out of 7, or if your G-force is greater than 2.5, then you'll get docked for points like that as well. But that's why you should be able to have a guide for stuff like this. Is why I say like follow the checklist, so that way you don't make any mistakes, because sometimes people will make the tax light mistake or the beacon light mistake and then have a score of like a 93 or stuff like that. But I followed the checklist to a T and I got 100%. This flight wasn't half bad. We ran into some winds coming into Dallas, which kind of knocked the approach off a little bit and caused me to float. But as you can see, this wasn't really a bad flight. Once you get a Pilot's Life, if you haven't gotten it already, you will get the hang of it very quickly. And this was by chance that I got accepted to United. As you can see, I've only flown like lower airlines like Allegiant and Corendon, like 3-star airlines, but I applied to the 5-star and I got accepted into United. So I just want to let you know that the longer you fly, the better you get and the more experience you have in a Pilot's Life. So that will be the end of today's episode. I thank you guys for joining me on this trip to Dallas, and can't wait to see you on my next set of schedules. See ya.